What we do know, Thabo, is that South African swimmers have always been up there among the biggest names in the sport, from Penny Haynes to Cameron van der Berg and more recently Chandler Clough. And now we'd like to introduce you to South Africa's next Big Dipper.
South Africa has produced phenomenal swimmers in the last 2 decades, and the new rising star is a young man from Cape Town.
I'm Michael Houlie, I'm 16 years old, I go to Bishops and I'm a swimmer. I only started taking swimming seriously at the beginning of last year when I broke my first South African age group record. From that point onwards, I knew I had potential. My favorite swimmer is Cameron van der Berg. I actually met him when I was 12 years old, and I remember he told me, have fun, which is the most important thing. And from that point onwards, I've just tried to have fun in everything I do.
Michael has raced against Cameron van der Berg and finished second and third behind his hero. He represents South Africa in junior competitions and competed at senior level locally.
In order to become a national swimmer, you have to work hard. That's the most important thing. In the morning, I have training for about 2 to 3 hours. Then I go to school. After school, 2 hours training. We're at the gym now, and a normal training session is 3 hours long. Comprises of half an hour gymming, half an hour stretching, and 2 hours swimming.
Michael is no stranger to a pool, but swimming wasn't his priority sport. He was also an accomplished water polo player, but his talent for solo swimming is clearly evident in his typical swimmer's physique.
Like basically his feet are, I think, number 14. Can't put them anywhere, he can put out the fire with them. And that's why he's a really good breaststroker. His ankle flexibility is also really good. So with one kick, he's going further than the others. Also, his legs are really strong, so it's good for breaststroke. Our goal is basically breaking the national records all the time, because that shows he's going to go to the Olympics in 4 years' time. And hopefully he's going to keep up hard work. And as he's getting older, we have to get more and more precise. And he's learning now how to put the quality into the sets.
Getting to this level of achievement has required discipline and diligence from Michael. When he's not in the pool, he still has academics to maintain, and he manages to find time to play in his school band.
Michael's worked incredibly hard over the last couple of years to represent his school and himself and his family. And I think the biggest thing for Bishops is that him being so busy, he's still managed to do all his schoolwork, but he's managed to keep on top of it, get good grades.
Family is really important to me. They've done a lot. They've just made so many sacrifices, and they've just given me the choice to do whatever I wanted to do.
At 14, once he broke through and broke the age group record for 14-year-old boys, he decided that he wanted to focus on swimming, and our lives changed. And that's been the last 2 years.
Yeah. His parents, Sam and Colleen, fully support Michael's swimming career, but remain focused on raising a well-rounded individual.
As a family, we're trying to cope with his schedule. Basically, when we look at our kids, it's like, what is their interest? What do they want to be? And how do we as parents guide them and nurture them into the young men and women they're going to become one day? So for us, it's swimming with Michael, so we do what we need to do. We try to encourage Michael all the time that if he has a disappointment, that if he has a lane, he's got a chance.
You know, we focused on his character. You know, there'll be a time when he leaves home, and if he's the best swimmer that he can be, and he doesn't have the character and the value system, then it'll all fall down. I think that's the part that we're trying to focus on.
Every swimmer dreams about going to the Olympics. The way I think about it is, I'm a young swimmer, I've got time. By the time 2020 comes around, I would be faster, my times would have improved, and hopefully I would have made the qualifying time to represent South Africa.
Remember the name Michael Houlie, because he's going to make a splash as the next big thing in swimming.